This is House of Pain on normal and hard.
Evan Greybeard, your would-be informant,
So we start off going to the
lives
top.
somewhere upstairs in this slum tenement tower. The door into Evan's apartment
Yeah, we
stands
talk
before
to
you,
the
wide
NPCs
open.
up here.
This can't be good. 2 hobgoblin corpses lie at the feet of a stern gnome. The air smells of sulfur. And who in Khyber are you? The gnome demands in a pitiless tone. The gnome inquisitive deputizes you
we,
to track down
head to the
Evan
bottom?
Greybeard, a dangerous criminal on the run.
You can talk to those nosy neighbors for 0 XP if you wish.
The air suddenly grows warmer. Smoke rises from somewhere below.
Alright, so figuring out what to do in this quest could be a little confusing the first time you run it. You basically just follow this clockwise until you get to this tower, and then drop down,
undead spirits notwithstanding.
and that'll take you to the tavern. And I was just pretty much talk to everybody outside and inside the tavern.
This
So
must
start
be the
by
place
talking to the
where Evan
bartender.
went for a drink. Perhaps the
And
bartender
then
has seen him.
I just talked to everybody here. And then once you do that, you'll find
You
this
turn to
person
head
in front.
outside, only to find a man standing in your path. He beckons you over.
And then down at the bottom, there's nobody really understands what makes the lady in black spawn. It could take a little while, but
These ne'er-do-wells have mistaken you for an easy
she's going to be
mark.
down here in the bottom,
This won't end well for them.
and she doesn't always show up right away. And she could be in various spots, and you might pass by one of the spots and she's not there, but then she's there later. And you can find her with the Q button, but you know, again, she's not always there. And no one's figured out the pattern to what makes her spawn. And the timing. So the beggar's always there. Put the lady in black. So here's another spawn spot. She'll just show up after some time, and I'm not sure what makes her spawn. And I've looked for answers on it and haven't really found anybody that has a good explanation of it. But the one thing is when these, or when there's some like mysterious assassins, and when you start seeing those, then she's definitely spawned. And this is an optional puzzle. If you take this, you get some mobs. If you take these collectibles here. There you go. Ambushed collectibles. Alright, there's a mysterious assassin, so that's the first one we've seen. So now she should be spawned for sure. And so, kind of walk around hitting Q. Just kind of, well, I've been going counter, let me go clockwise. Not there. So once the mysterious assassins show up, then I feel usually pretty confident that she's nearby, or that she's spawned. Beggar.
You come across a crumbling shrine amidst what appear to be ancient ruins. It still gleams with the magic of a charm
There's
long
Lady in Black.
vanished.
So she appears and the mysterious assassins appear at roughly the same time. Let's see, another mysterious assassin. Oop, I just turned my meta magic off, I think, or something. Let's see. There she is. So, and we've already been by here, but she wasn't here last time. So now we just talk to her. And then when you go through, now we're a trapping class. And so before you talk to her, we want to disable these traps. Bunch of control panels. If you're not a trapping class, you can still get through this okay just by breaking everything really, really fast, all these pipes. But since we are a trapping class, we can do this. And I believe the magic number's 8, so let's see if that's what I have. 6, so I think there's... maybe it is 6. I was thinking it was 8 for some reason. Oh, there we go. There they are, the other two. I didn't fail my search, I was just too far away from here last time. Alright, so now we can talk to her. And there's two ways you could go here. You could either go right or left. So we just need wait for this to open up. Alright. Let's see, I get all the sewers? Nope, there's one. And so if you break these quickly enough, then you won't have to worry about the traps, even if you don't disable it. Yeah. See. There you go. Must be there's one more. Okay, so if you go left, it's safer. Right's a chest, but since we're an evasion character, I'm going to go ahead and go left. See, I'm making my save. Hopefully the higher level. I did make it there, but it's, you know, failing a couple is not too bad.
Strange. What's a
And then we
treasure
get
chest
a
like that
rust monster
in a place like this?
and a chest. And this could have some, you know, Matt's materials in it, crafting materials and Magefire cannon, so it's worth getting. But again, if you're on a non-evasion tune that's, you know, doesn't have many hit points, especially, you might want to pass on that and go left instead of right. All right. These rats are hit pretty hard at high difficulties.
In a small corner of the vast sewers that snake beneath
You don't want to underestimate them.
If your suspicions are correct,
Although this build is pretty good for them because we just in one shot do the exalt. They're undead, so they're kind of by definition going to be evil. And then you just hit Q to find the valves. There's one.
Look what the cat dragged in. The crouching half-orc barely seems to be paying attention to you.
And so this is
How's the weather
way
topside?
forward. To the end fight. And it's an interesting end fight. It's like some waves of enemies. You know, kind of a little bit of a story to it.
At first, Lady Thora gapes at you like a startled deer. Then she sighs with exasperation. Cursed contractors. If you want something done right, you've got to do it yourself. Deal, Talion, Thora calls out when she sees the gnome inquisitive among the attackers. Nobody takes the dark lanterns, Thora. You're a loose end, Talion explains, and you're done playing house. That's all of them, at least for today. We need to keep moving, Thora says. If you want to talk to Evan, you need to do it now.
going to recall out and then go right back in on hard. Getting a little lag right now. Let's see if I... There we go. Come in. I was hoping that was going to be death block, but oh well. It's still a nice item. I'm going to go ahead and grab it, and I'm going to hopefully get a death block item from Keep on the Borderlands, and that'll give me a lot more flexibility on my armor. So I'm kind of like keeping my eye on decent looking armor as I get it. I'll keep this armor for sure. And back in and hard.
Evan Greybeard, your would-be informant, lives somewhere upstairs in this slum tenement tower. The door into Evan's apartment stands before you, wide open. This can't be good. 2 hobgoblin corpses lie at the feet of a stern gnome. The air smells of sulfur. And who in Khyber are you? The gnome demands in a pitiless tone. The creepy gnome investigator nonchalantly gives you a head start, then goes back to work on the crime scene. What is really going on here? The air suddenly grows warmer. A draft rises from somewhere below. You have a sense that you're being watched. More so than usual. Your recent encounters with an odd gnome inquisitive and undead spirits notwithstanding. This must be the place where Evan went for a drink. Perhaps the bartender has seen him. You turn to head outside, only to find a man standing in your path. He beckons you over. These ne'er-do-wells have mistaken you for an easy mark. This won't end well for them.
So I've tried various things to, you know, test out things with the Mysterious or the Lady in Black. I've waited, kind of just waited up on top for, you know, 5-10 minutes. You know, I've come down here to see if I could kill stuff fast, to see if maybe that might spawn her quicker. And it seems like, I mean, if I had to guess, I'd say it seems like it's more of a timed thing as opposed to a you know, killing number of enemies thing. The only, you know, kind of good correlation I found that seems to have some legs to it is that, like, we haven't seen any mysterious assassins yet, and we won't see any mysterious assassins until, but once the mysterious assassins come out, you know, then I usually find her pretty quick. So I don't know if she spawns at exactly the same time as they do, or if she maybe spawns, you know, a little bit after they do. I'm showing the secret passage on the map now, which seems buggy. Let me take a look here and see if that's accurate. So it's showing it right here, which is quite odd. I've never seen that before. There's a mysterious assassin. But there's no lady in black, so if it was here, it would be, she'd be right here. Of course, she might spawn soon. But it's almost like it's holding over from last time, because I believe this is where she was last time. So it's either spawning that before she spawns, or it's just somehow a weird holdover from last time. Alright, but anyways, I saw some mysterious assassins, so now there's a lady in black. And so certainly that was where the passage was last time. And let's see if it updates. Yeah, now it updates. So now it's updated to here. So I'm going to go in. And before I talk to her, I'm going to do my searching. Need to get 8 traps total. And that should be 8. So I guess we could probably just break these 2 before talking to her. Uh-oh. So it looks like we didn't talk to her, but it looks like this thing spawns anyways. So hopefully it won't glitch. Alright, and so we want the mats. So we have evasion, so we're going to just feel comfortable and go right. And if we get a few, no big deal. We got healing spells too. You could try to evade the spikes as well. I wasn't doing that earlier.
What's a treasure chest like that doing in a place like this?
Dynamic. Electrifying and jolting. So I guess at higher levels, this is not such a rare thing on shields. I saw something like that the other day, and it was the first one I'd seen, and I thought, wow, this is super rare. So I posted in the auction house. I don't think it's sold yet, so I think it's probably because this is not as rare of an item as I thought. So the loot system is still relatively, the new system is relatively new. So we're still, everyone's still kind of figuring it out a little bit, and how it works. It's the one thing, I think everybody agrees on, is it's such an improvement. So Linabelle's really done a great job with many aspects of the game. I mean, the whole development team has, but Linabelle's sort of the one that has her pulse on top of the community. So our players give her a lot of credit, which is rightfully deserved. But the whole dev team is doing a pretty amazing job with the game. All right, heading to the end fight.
At first, Lady Thora gapes at you like a startled deer. Then she sighs with exasperation. Cursed contractors. If you want something done right, you've got to do it yourself. Talion, Thora calls out when she sees the gnome inquisitive among the attackers. Nobody quits the Dark Lantern, Thora. Thora loose end, Talion responds. And you're done playing this. For today, we need to keep moving, Thora says. If you want to talk to Evan, you need to do it now.
Well, cool. So this is a shocking blue shine quarterstaff, and this is the third one that's dropped for me on this character, and the one I purchased from the auction house. But basically, what a blue shine weapon is it gives you protection from oozes and slimes and other similar type, ooze-like creatures. It's pretty rare. Right now, it seems to only be dropping on bludgeoning weapons. Lunabelle kind of hinted that she figured out what it was on the forums, and at first I was thinking two-handed bludgeoning weapons, and then my guild leader suggested it's probably more likely to be wooden weapons, as opposed to bludgeoning, because we haven't seen it on mauls, only on quarterstaffs, clubs, great clubs. So the current theory is that it's only dropping on wood weapons, and so that might change in the future. But right now, it's a pretty rare item. It's worth a lot on the auction house, but and I hope this isn't deathblock and tempt me, because I'm definitely going to take this. So very nice find, a blue shine, and that's going to go right on my hotbar. Because right now I'm still using I actually have a level 20. I just kind of forgot about, but I have this level 8, which I've been using, and it's been working well. But this is much better than that. So let me throw that on there, and I think it's even better than the level 21 I have, which is axiomatic, and there's not too many lawful or chaotic. Well, actually, I don't know. I think oozes are kind of neutral. But anyhow, very, very happy to get this weapon, and that is House of Pain on normal and hard.